I'm on my way to do an inspection and write an estimate. I've done this thousands of times over the last 25 years. And for most of my career, I was busy, non-stop busy. Early on, it felt simple. More jobs meant more money, so I chased the work. I filled my schedule. I stayed moving. But at a certain point, something didn't add up. I was doing more. I was working longer days. I was carrying more stress, and the money stayed the same. I was exhausted, and I didn't feel in control. That's when I realized something important. Most contractors don't have a skill problem. They have a system problem. Chaos doesn't always look dramatic. Most of the time it looks normal. Too much on your plate, too many decisions, too many things competing for attention, calls, estimates, follow-ups, jobs, materials. Eventually something drops. Callbacks don't get handled, follow-ups get missed, important work gets pushed aside for urgent work. And when you're exhausted, you don't even pick the right priority. You stay busy, but you're flying blind, and flying blind is expensive. Busy is not the same as profitable. You can work non-stop and still be guessing. For a long time, I tried to fix the problem the wrong way. I thought more calls would fix it, more jobs would fix it, a lead mason would fix it, a better tool or another hire would fix it. But without structure, it's just a circus of moving parts. It feels like trying to finish a puzzle with missing pieces. You keep adding effort, but nothing ever feels under control. My real shift didn't come from a trick or a tactic. It came from admitting that my way wasn't working. I'm dyslexic, I'm detail-orientated, and I realized I perform best when I follow systems. I started noticing patterns. When I followed a marketing system I built, it worked. When I followed a written workout plan, I stayed consistent. When I wrote things down and repeated boring actions, results showed up. The fix wasn't glamorous. That's why it worked. Discipline saved me, not hustle. I don't sell hacks or motivation. I sell clarity, structure, and repeatable systems that actually make contractors money. At some point, I stopped asking, how do I get more work? And I started asking, what work makes the most money? Why chase a $500 job when one $5,000 job changes the week? So I built a focused campaign around higher value work. I repeated it. I stayed disciplined. And the result? I was nearly booked for the year. That's when it clicked. You don't need more leads. You need control. If you don't measure it, you don't manage it. Today, my days feel different. Before, everything felt forced and reactive. Whatever showed up got my attention. Now I work from structure. I know what I need to do today. I know what matters this week. I know what's moving the business forward. This isn't motivation. This is operational discipline. And discipline creates freedom. Hey, I want to be clear here. I don't sell hacks or motivation. I sell clarity, structure, and repeatable systems. Because guessing is expensive. I started putting these systems on paper because I kept seeing the same problems everywhere I turned. Good contractors, hard workers, bleeding time, money, and energy. Not because they were lazy, but because they didn't have structure. This isn't for contractors who want shortcuts or someone else to do the thinking for them. If you want the full system instead of guessing, start with the Contractor's digital toolbox. That's it.